Previously on Dances with Dice, when last we left our heroes, Finian, the halfling artificer, Felix, the human bard, and Theo, the satyr fighter. Answers come, though not necessarily the answers our heroes desire. And as more is revealed, more questions arise. Unfortunately, no time for those answers to be discovered, as dragon cultists break into the cellar and combat renews. What dangers and dastardly deeds await our heroes this week on Dances with Dice.
All right. I need everybody to please roll initiative.
Boy, howdy.
Oy.
And as you guys are all rolling initiative, you watch with a flash as one of these these armored-wearing cultists flashes out a medallion. You are just able to make out what looks like a 5-fingered claw on it, the symbol of the cult, and you watch as, in that very moment, you watch as a green wave of energy flows out of this medallion. All of you brace for a moment, expecting pain or something to come, but it passes through you without incident until you look over and you see Bartholomew behind the bar, frozen in place, struggling to move, as though they are held by an invisible force.
5-finger death punch.
All right.
5-finger discount.
Please roll me initiative.
16.
Ooh, very nice.
14.
14 and Theo.
Modified 20.
Oh,
Damn.
very, very nice. Okay. What is your what's your dex, Theo?
+2. 14.
Oh, you are first then.
Yeah.
All right, Theodosia, you are up first. You see these 4 figures across the bar from you as they speak a language you do not understand. Actually, wait. Does anybody here speak Undercommon?
No. That is not on my list.
Don't
Well,
think so.
goddamn.
Okay, yeah. None of you. Okay, if you hear this like dark guttural speech. All right, Theo, you're up. What are we doing? Also,
Sorry, I should have figured this out beforehand. Action. I'm gonna use my action I'm gonna run up and swing my maul
okay.
first at them. I pushed the box, like when they bursted through. She had her thing on the box and she basically pushed it back to the other end of the room.
Okay, so yeah, the box is hiding. Box is like underneath one of the tables.
Yeah, so she basically put it on the floor and pushed it. Oh, pushed my water. Pushed it back with her foot.
Okay.
In a way. To get it away. And so she runs at them. She's gonna swing her maul at them.
All right.
At this guy, the guy in purple.
Okay, you
Purple guy.
run up to one of them and you start swinging.
And she's gonna swing. That is probably gonna miss because it's a 7 plus 6, which is 13.
That hits.
It does? Oh damn. That's some shitty ass armor class.
Barely hits, but it hits.
Okay. All right, and so that's 2d6 plus 4. So roll my 2d6. That was a 3 plus 3, 6 plus 4, so 10.
Very nice, very nice,
And
very
roll.
nice.
Yes.
They kind of take it on the chin and they grimace and bear. It's like, and they, I think you only have one attack. Is that correct?
I do have one attack. Yeah.
All right, you got bonus action. What do you want to do? I think that's about. You got bonus action. And I mean, you could move, but.
The thing is, I don't know if I want to use her bonus action because that's this would be her first time using her echo in many years.
Okay, that's up to you.
So I'm wondering if story-wise, if it would fit better if she.
It is up to you. It is up to you.
I'm gonna save her bonus action.
Okay.
She's gonna. That's gonna be her turn.
You end your turn. The other guy, it is his turn, so he's gonna reach right back out.
Reach out and touch.
That's a 22. Does that hit?
Yes.
That is 4 points of slashing damage on the first attack. He's going to take his second. I assume a soft 20 will hit as well.
Yes.
And that is 7 points of slashing damage with two quick strikes kind of cut across you. That will end their turn. It is now one of the Drake's turns, and they have one job and one job only, and that is get to that box. So they are going to.
Fucking shit.
That's as far as they can go, so that will end its turn right there. It's just like as it like starts to move towards Felix and Finn because their movement speed isn't amazing. Felix, you are up. Finn, you are on deck. Because that will end its turn. It can't do anything else. Actually, no. It will dash. So it will dash to get into range.
God damn it. Are the two Drakes on different initiative orders?
They are on different initiative orders because they are their own creatures. So Felix, you are up, and then Finn, you are on deck.
Time to
Theodosia calls back like, protect the box! Obviously, but like...
No, I was just gonna throw it away.
Oh my god, is this the time?
Yes. I'm going to cast Shatter.
Ooh.
And I think I did the math. Okay, yes. If I center it... I am sorry, I forget how to use this site. If I center it right here, it hits these three motherfuckers and not Theo.
What's the range?
It is a 10-foot radius sphere.
Okay.
And the three of them need to roll a con saving throw.
Yep, that works. So... All right, con saves. Okay. That's a 16 for one, 11 for another, and 7 for another one. So, I will assume 2 probably fail, 1 succeeds.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So
1 cultist and the Drake fails, and then the other one, also the one in front of Theodosia, succeeds. So roll them bones.
16 for the ones that failed, 8 for the one that succeeded.
Damn. Okay. That one Drake is looking a little rough. The other cultist, also looking kind of rough. The one in front, the cultist in front of Theodosia looking kind of rough, and the one behind him also just like they were not really expecting that one. Okay. Does that end your turn, Felix?
Nope, I'm going to use my bonus action, and I'm going to inspire Finian.
All right, Finian, you have a D6 inspiration die. And it is now your turn. So, what are you doing, Finn? You are muted, I think.
Finian, first
there we
thing
go.
he is going to do is... Oh shit, he's within 5 feet of that thing, so he can't run away without taking an attack. Alright, this might work. It's something I've been working on for a while, but here it goes! And he just pulls a device out of like his pack, and he just like slams a button, and it starts like transforming out from this like box into what looks kind of like a mechanical, like, not somewhere in between the size of like a dire wolf and a normal wolf. Like it's slightly bigger. Like it's bigger. It's like mount size for him, like that kind of like size of like wolf, and it just and it just kind of like fully like realizes itself. Kind of if you've seen Love, Death, and Robots, where the wolf, not the wolf, but the fox. I forget what they're completely called. But when she fully like realizes that like mechanical fox form, it's kind of like that. How it just transforms into this like creature, and I point at the dragonling or whatever the hell it is, and I'm just like, fucking sick 'em, and it just fucking goes, and it like.
All right. Well, you've got if you
attempts to pounce.
If you look on Roll20, you have a little wolf token now.
Woo!
So there you go. Control your boy.
All right, I'm gonna have. Where is the box? Or I'm gonna have it.
The box is underneath the table that Felix is standing in front of, which was the table you guys were kind of all congregated around when Everyman was here.
All right. I'm gonna have it kind of like do a zigzag pattern, like come over here, and then loop past her, like, because I want, or it can come around me, or whichever. But I just want it on this side, kind of like.
It kind of leaps and bounds around and finds itself on the other side of Felix.
And it's going to use its slam attack.
All right. Rolled in bones.
Is it for? There's just like so many freaking things. Where is the? Sorry, I'm on my character sheet. I'm like, where the fuck is the?
I think it's under features and traits.
All right, it has its health. Why doesn't it give me the?
That was me trying to find my spells under the actions
Right.
tab a minute ago, because I'm not used to playing a caster.
All right, here it is. 2d8
be
plus
like that.
2, but it's got to hit first, so it has a plus 7.
Rolled in bones.
All right.
Also, your stout defender is under your actions as well.
All right, cool. It doesn't have. Okay, yeah, there it is. Okay. I wish it would let me do the roll thing with it though. There's a 9 plus 7. So that is a 16 to hit.
And you're attacking the Drake. That hits. Rolling bones.
All right. That is 8 plus 2, 2d8. All right, so that's a 6 and a 7. Total of plus 2.
So 15.
15.
Not bad, not bad, not bad. You watch as this mechanical wolf like opens its jaws and like and just like chomps down and starts ripping, sort of trying to tear out. The Drake sort of like yelps in pain and kind of like like kind of like shakes it off and starts growling in its direction. I believe that's
just a bonus action to control it, and I still get
Yeah.
my action.
I think is it the action? Oh, here's the thing, because I think it was because we had to go over. I think it is. At first it is an action to summon it. So let me see.
It might be.
Probably.
It's not already out.
Yeah, I believe it is an action to summon, and then on every subsequent turn, it is a bonus action to command it.
All right, cool. That works.
Yeah. Or that is if that is not how it works, that's how we're making it work, because it feels a little busted that you can summon something, make it do something, and then also I will cast the spell.
Also, I'm gonna shoot somebody.
Yeah, it's like also I'm a fucking pop somebody.
Fair to me. All right.
I'm almost certain that's how that it requires you. I'm fairly certain all of the summons for artificers require an action, so I'm not too worried about that.
I do not care, because once it's summoned, unless it dies, it's just always there with me.
Yeah, and you've got it as a bonus action or until you unsummon it. Okay, that will end your turn. It is now on to the other Drake's turn.
Actually, I'm gonna take a 5-foot step.
Okay. You are technically leaving its space, but it's actually not going to use its reaction.
It doesn't. I thought 5-foot steps don't provoke, or is that not a 5th edition thing?
No,
if you leave
so
it.
you can step all around it.
Oh, you'd have
but
to
you
take
can't-
the disengage action.
Yeah, you would have had to take disengage if you wanted to step away.
Never mind then. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'll just stay right there.
You're thinking of Pathfinder, which does have a 5-foot step. But no, that is
Too many games I've played. Rules blending.
So it is now the other Drake's turn. It has hit its health threshold, so it's going to do its thing.
I don't like that.
You watch as the Drake is its back sort of splits apart, and you watch as like these like weird skeletal sort of like nubby wings sort of start sprouting out of it, and you watch as like almost like this proto dragon skeleton sort of crawl out of this like half kind of destroyed corpse of this Drake, and then attach it to the back of the creature here, and you watch as those bones meld into the armor, and then you watch as like this sort of glow starts emanating from this cultist that's now standing there as though they are empowered in some way.
Wait, well,
I don't like that one bit.
Wait. So the Drake that isn't over there.
It's this one.
Yeah. So that one just shed its skin and its skeleton just latched onto the guy next to it?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say it. I don't like this.
I'll say it. Ew.
This one is going to this one, now empowered, is going to step forward a little bit, hold out his hand, and I need a dexterity saving throw from everyone over there, including the direwolf, because I believe it's them too.
Dexterity saving?
Yep.
Oh, thank God. 23.
Not bad.
Fucking flip wizard.
Flip wizard.
Though I am not a wizard whatsoever.
It was a good thing that you saved.
I don't like you saying that.
You're muted again, Alex.
Sorry. 21 for me, 18 for the wolf.
I'm sorry, what was yours again, Theo? Or not Theo. What
I'm
was
not
yours,
over there.
Felix?
23.
23. The mech fails actually, but the two of you succeed. It's an empowered cast. Welcome to fun new mechanics, folks.
Oh no.
So, that is 24 points of damage to the mech and 12 points of necrotic damage to the two of you.
That literally knocked me out in one move.
If you had failed, yes.
Felix was like, dead.
Ouch. I have 10 hit points.
Do you really want your last words to be sarcasm? No.
No.
What does that do to your mech?
How much was it?
24.
24.
That knocked it out
Oh no!
immediately.
Robopup goes to sleep.
Goodbye, dog.
Robopup, no!
What does it get destroyed and you have to just resummon it now? I think that's how it works. When
I can read it.
I can read.
I can't read. I know what it
Do
says.
do the other things while I figure that out.
Yeah. Okay, that will end its turn. Takes us back to the top of the order. Theo, you're up. You've got the rough-looking one in front of you.
But then we have the gentleman behind me who's roughing up my friends and is empowered now, huh?
Yep.
She's also a little haggard herself. She is going to... She's surprised that they're not really going after Bart, but that's probably for the best.
He is frozen.
Yeah.
It would be rude to attack someone who's not fighting back.
Exactly.
Or other reasons.
Theodosia can feel herself getting really angry, and she feels that feeling in her blood again, where the black is creeping up her neck along the veins. And she is going to think to herself, okay, Bargash, let's try this one more time. And she's going to use her bonus action to manifest her echo.
What does your echo look like?
So for Theodosia's echo, it manifests in a little bit different way than the traditional. It's almost like if people have seen Venom.
Eddie, we are in D&D now.
We are in D&D now. But that sort of black sort of ooze starts like almost bubbling up on her skin, like almost like it's coming out of her pores.
Gross.
And it just goes. I never said it was beautiful. I never pretended it was anything else.
Yeah.
It bubbles up and then just like falls to the floor, but then it zips up in front of the guy who just cast that spell. So
Okay.
And it takes this just sort of right now at this point in time, it's just this weird sort of inky humanoid form that vaguely looks like it could be some gross gooey version of Theodosia, but it doesn't really have any defining features.
Oh, so everyone can summon friends during battle except for me. I see.
Because you don't have any friends.
Wow.
Our friendship.
All right, you and Ballsack can take your turn. I don't give a shit.
Maybe
I
get
don't need
some
to put up with-
friends, nerd.
I don't need to put up with this. I'm a bard.
Fuck you. I don't have an ink blob named Ballsack. Get bent.
All right. So take your swings.
I'm going to start calling him that now.
It's going to be exclusively Ballsack now. I hope you're ready for it.
And she is going to take her action to attack the guy in front of her.
Okay. Swingy swing.
And she's a little haggard. That is an 11 plus 6.
That hits.
Right?
17. Very nice.
Ooh. And that's a 6 plus 4. That's a 10 plus 4, so 14.
Oh, very nice. You bring your maul up and then back down, and you watch as this man's head pops like a grape underneath it, and they fall backwards, dead to the ground. As that happens, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, boy.
Gross.
Gross. That is a 14 plus 2, 16.
Okay, you do save on this one, so it's not as bad for
Ugh.
you. Okay, that is only, it's going to be 7 points of necrotic damage as you watch as you pop his head, you watch as the body expands and explodes, splashing this like weird acidic substance all over you.
Oh, great, we're doing that again.
Does that end your turn,
No,
Theodosia?
I'm also going to use Unleash Incarnation, one of my, where you can heighten your Echo's Fury. Whenever you take the attack action, you can make one additional melee attack from the Echo's position. I can only use this feature twice per long rest, but
all right.
Essentially,
Take
her
your
Echo
swing.
is going to make an attack as well. That is a 17 plus 6.
That absolutely hits. Rolling very solid, Miss Theodosia.
This is with my new Theodosia dice that I got.
Ooh,
This
very
is my
nice.
new dice.
They're rolling well. They're doing their job.
That is a 7 plus 4, so 11. 11
Not
points.
bad, not bad, not
So
bad.
It raises its inky little, because its own little weapon is basically made out of its own stuff. It goes
Goop.
Goop. Usually echoes are supposed to. Eddie.
You're a player character now. I'm a fantasy boy.
We eat him. No.
All right, that will end your turn. It is now, well, it was the one's turn in front of you. He's dead. So now it's, oh no, it got back to the Drake's turn. And it's also at a threshold of death. It's also an
Violence.
HP threshold. So, I need another dexterity saving throw from the two of you.
Zach,
Don't.
if you wanted me to make a new character, you could have asked politely.
This one's not as bad.
You're not looking for anything. You're building character.
Oh, thank God. That's 20.
Okay.
Morgan, did you fail horribly?
I rolled a nat 1.
Oh, no.
God.
Okay,
Bye,
that's
everyone.
Going
It was nice knowing ya.
that's going to be 9 points of necrotic damage to you and 4 to you, Finn. I think
At least it's
I am
dead.
barely standing.
it is, yes, it is dead, but yeah, Felix with that 1 HP looking rough.
Felix, heal yourself, please, for the love of God.
Felix just like wheezes and it's just like a splatter of blood.
pretty much.
Guys, I'm
okay.
fine.
That takes us to Felix. It's your turn.
Holy shit.
Oh, actually, real quick, before we go to everyone's turn, I need everyone to roll me a perception check, please.
Oh,
Art's
fuck
dead.
me. I don't see shit.
It's a nat bad.
That also needs to go on a t-shirt.
Not bad.
That's a nat bad.
I rolled
The
a,
boy rolled an 8.
I got a 10 plus
In my
3,
defense,
13.
I'm fucking dying.
Yeah, Finn with the natural 2.
Yep.
Finn is really upset about his dog.
He's really sad about the dog.
I just made that. Like, you son of a bitch.
I
That's
said
exactly what he's gonna say as he
that.
shoots him in the face.
All right.
I got a 13.
You see it, Theodosia. You notice because like from where the cellar's doors were kicked in, you notice that large cracks are spreading quickly and rapidly along the roof, and you can start to see the edges of the building starting to buckle a little bit as you can now tell your time in the cellar is limited.
Theodosia calls out, guys, we have to get out of the building. And she's pointing up.
I'll say that's a free action. You all now notice it's like, oh, the roof's buckling, and the roof is another building.
Yeah, because it's called the cellar for a reason.
It is called the cellar for a reason. Anyway, Felix, it's your turn. You have 1 HP.
That I do. So, with another, like, bloody wheeze, I'm going to cast a 2nd level Cure Wounds on myself.
That's a smart move.
Smart.
Because I like being alive.
It's like all these reveals in the last episode need to stay alive long enough for them to matter.
Yep. So I heal for 12.
Excellent. That's 13 HP. That's more than half. You're doing fine.
I'm bleeding less.
Like you like one of your hands regrows rapidly. All right. You've got bonus action and movement because the enemy in front of you exploded.
Kaboom.
Can I grab the chest, or is that an action?
I'll say you could grab the chest as a bonus action.
All right. I'm gonna grab that bitch.
All right. You've got movement. What would you like to do?
30 feet. Fuck me. Just a little tactical hiding.
Sounds good to me. All right, Finn, you are up.
I'm going to move. I'm going to take a 5-foot step.
Okay. Actually, I'll just get this guy off Just get him off the field. Easier that way.
Just in case I need to drag my fucking contraption out of here.
Your pile of bolts and metal.
Yes. And he just looks at that one dude and he's just like, I just fucking finished that fucking, and he just fires the.
Are you in any way trying to hide it?
Oh, he's not thinking about that right now. He's
okay. So Felix and Theodosia, for the first time, you watch as Finn throws, instead of throwing his hand out where you would normally see this spark of fiery blast, you see as he whips his other hand around, and in his hand is a small contraption that looks not unlike some of the larger arcane cannons you have seen, though in a bit more of a compact, almost pistol form, as you watch as he fires off this bolt of fiery energy towards the cultists. Finn, please roll me your attack.
I will also gun! I will also be using my inspiration.
All right.
To deal extra damage.
Oh no, this is to add to the attack roll.
What'd you say, Morgan?
We don't know what guns are.
Actually, you do. They have existed in this world. There is historical records of guns. You know what a gun is. And you also
fuck do you have a gun?
Why the fuck do you have a gun?
You also know that personal firearms have been impossible since before the World Breaker. So the fact that Finn has figured this out is a big fucking deal.
And that's.
Man has a tiny gun. The tiny man has a tiny gun. The tiny man has a tiny gun.
18 points of damage.
Ooh, very nice. The shot slams into him and he almost buckles over, and you hear this dark cursing in this language you don't understand, and the helmet sort of snaps up, staring at you, almost taunting you like, you got another. That was your action, and I don't believe that you used your bonus action, so.
No.
But I don't know what you can do with what can you
Let's
do with your
bonus
bonus
action? Let's see if I have any bonus actions.
Do you
available.
have a bonus action? I might just be healing spells if you've got those.
I'm going to cast Sanctuary.
A sanctuary.
On
Sanctuary now.
Felix.
Okay.
You get the holiest of hymns out of your mouth this instant. You don't even like Kingdom Hearts.
I don't hate it. I've just never played it.
You've never been in the trenches like me.
Sanctuary.
He draw. I'm just gonna he with the after he fires the pistol, he just draws kind of like a seal in the air and just pushes it, and it kind of flies at Felix, and then kind of before it hits them comes up and then kind of creates that shell around them.
Okay. Very nice. Felix, you are sort of like, you watch as this like sort of protective like light, armor of light sort of surrounds you.
Oh, thank God.
Okay. That will end your turn, Finn. That will take us to the boy.
I do.
He has not hit his HP threshold yet, so he is going to... Oh, what does he want to do? What does he want to do? What does he want to do?
Politely
Fine.
leave.
Take his leave, please.
He wants to apologize, and he wants to go home and think about his actions today.
Give his mother a hug.
Do some Hail Marys and repent.
Actually, wait.
Pray over his beads.
Sorry, I need to roll a thing. Okay. You watch as he holds his hand out, and you look over at Bartholomew, who has been held in place this entire time, and you watch as this cultist begins, you see he's holding another one of those same symbols. He begins what almost it looks like he's ripping the soul from Bartholomew, and you see like this shadowy purple energy being ripped from his steel body. You can see his mouth open in a silent, anguished scream. And as this energy is ripped away, you all hear for but a moment this like cavernous, draconic roar. As this energy is pulled into this medallion, the cultist kind of nods to himself. The medallion flits out of existence, and the cultist puts his hands to his chest, and you hear for the first time in common, "One down." And he smashes the emblem in his chest, and I need everybody to make me a dexterity saving throw. Unfortunately, Sanctuary does not protect against area of effects.
Nope.
Is this a spell or magical effect?
It is a spell or magical effect.
Which means I have advantage.
You damn Fae.
$18. Does that help?
That was a terrible roll on my part too. So,
Thank
yes,
God.
anything above this is not the same spell, and he is no longer empowered. So
16 for me.
That's a success. So anything
20
above
for
if you roll,
20 for my my.
if you roll a
my
15
echo.
or higher, you succeed.
Oh. 20,
So
20 for my echo.
for those who succeeded, you take 4 points of necrotic damage.
Actions.
Well, my echo just goes plop, 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 plop to the floor.
Yes.
Oh, hold on.
And then
Where is the
slurps back over to Theodosius.
class? Racial traits. Oh, thank God! When I roll a 1 on a d20, I can re-roll the die. Whew! As I rolled a natural 1 on that dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, thank God! I am a halfling. I'm
Yep.
gonna re-roll that shit.
The beauty of luck.
I was
I
like,
have so many
wait a minute.
regrets about being human.
You're
I was
you're very fortunate, Alex, because
How's
the
that?
max damage was 9, which would have knocked
Oh,
Finn's
thank
ass
God.
out.
How's that extra feet treating you, Morgan?
Not well. Not well enough.
Oh, okay. That's a 17.
Okay, you succeed, so only 4 points of damage as well. You guys, as they all wink out of existence, you guys watch for but a moment as you kind of all have a moment to breathe, and it's like as all these bodies sort of disappear and melt away, either magically or they're just corpses on the ground, and you all have a moment, and then you hear as Bartholomew sort of collapses to the floor, and sort of like kind of you see he's kind of pulling himself up on the bar in front of you, and you all have a moment, and then you look at each other and you hear as you watch as the ceiling begins collapsing inward on all of you. I need everybody to please make me a dexterity saving throw.
Can I attempt to grab Bart?
Bartholomew is doing his own thing, so just worry about yourselves for now.
Ooh, yay! That's a 19 plus 2, 21.
Nice.
15.
15. Okay. Finn.
19.
19. Okay. You all are able to avoid the damage and you all dive towards the bar and you wait and you wait for this crushing sensation to come down upon you, and you guys don't feel it because as you guys all close your eyes momentarily. You all close your eyes momentarily as you wait for the crush to come, and it never arrives. And you look up and you open your eyes and you see kind of hunched above you, in this strange half transformed state. You see Bartholomew, his lower half, large, scaly, draconic like legs. His back and upper torso like slowly starting to shift, as you can see. His head is still mostly in that you can still has that tiefling sort of eyes, but his snout extending into a full dragon form. And you can see he's grimacing, as you can see his wings are pierced by the falling debris, and his body is half crushed as he's hunched above you, trying to prevent all of you from being crushed by this falling building. He looks at you, Theodosia, and he's like, "Sorry, love."
What? This whole time you were...
I don't have much time left. Listen, all of you. There are very, very few of us still in hiding. Dashgarum is still alive on that fortress. You need to take this chest and get there as soon as you can. Every man means well, but doesn't know fully what is involved. You watch as the building shifts and drops just a little bit more, and you see the grimace in his eyes. You have everything you need, Theodosia. Follow the clues. Get to the fortress. Stop the darkness from coming back. And then he looks at you, Finn, and you, Felix. Help her realize her destiny. All of you must realize your destinies. And with a final gasping roar, he opens his mouth, and this purple, almost galactic sort of energy emerges from his mouth, blasting a hole in the foundational wall just behind you. And as you guys watch as he stands there struggling to hold this building, go now.
But we can't.
Skedaddling.
But I can't leave you here. I have so many questions.
I will always be with you. Go.
I'm grabbing Theo's arm and hugging her towards the exit.
Finn is frantically shoving the remains of his
Priorities, man.
creation
Hey, that's his dog.
into
dog.
a bag or into his pack, as he also just is looking at the two of you still standing next to the bar, just it's just crumbling around him, and he's just like, "Come on, we gotta go."
Theo,
As we're leaving, I look back at Barty I'm sorry we didn't get the chance to bone.
No.
And
I almost fucked the dragon. Every bard's dream.
you guys watch you you guys watch as this transformation continues almost forcibly. You can see it's not, he's even like with full pieces of his body pierced by debris, the transformation continues. And at long last, the building, as you guys run out into the night, you watch as the building collapses on top of him, and there's a loud cry as you hear Bartholomew's untransformed voice sort of ring out as the building collapses. There's a moment of silence before torches start to be lit and the sounds of voices and shouting and the call for emergencies and, you know, people to come help and try to dig the bar out begin. You guys are safely sort of hidden away in a bit of an alley, about a block or two away as all of this occurs.
Theodosia is just completely like silent. Just kind of like I imagine Felix is one who has the box, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Felix is the one who grabbed the box.
So it's safe. Whole time. Whole fucking time. And she like lets out this really loud, just anguished sort of like scream, and then like punches the brick wall or whatever wall that they might be up against or something, wherever they're hidden away. Not really thinking about like, ouch, that hurts my hand.
And kind of holding like some of the like larger pieces that are still intact, and
I
so he
don't.
shoved all the bolts and stuff in the bag, everything that was loose, but he just has like chunks of it, like it's hindquarters and like, and he's just
holding
like
a dog's ass.
yeah, like
I'm
you
sorry
know,
about
just
your
like
friend.
like
I lost
legs
someone today
and-
too.
and he's just like, because you know what they, well, maybe they'll find out, but this isn't like, yeah, this is the first time he's brought it out, but like he had to perfect this like over like, you know, years of figuring this out, so it's like, and he's just sitting there holding it, just, it's okay, I'll put you back together, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. And he's kind of like in a like whole kind of like just, this is all new to him. Like this all just,
Yeah.
like he's had fantasies about doing this kind of shit, and now that it's actually happened, he's just like, what the fuck is all, like, this isn't how it goes in, you know, your fantasies and your fairy tales and your, yeah. So he's kind of going through one of those right now.
It's like, oh no, there's a dead body.
yeah.
You're
not
this
supposed
doesn't
to-
happen in the stories.
There's not supposed to be loss. We're supposed to win. No one's supposed to die. And we're not supposed to get our dogs crushed.
Well, where's the other nearest bar? I need a beer. And, like, potions. I think at least 3 of my bones are broken.
I don't think a tavern is going to have bandages.
I'll fucking sing a song about it, and then we'll be just okie dokie.
You guys, as you're sort of arguing amongst yourselves, you see at the end of the alleyway, dressed in civilian's clothing, Dalma. And she kind of looks at all of you in your roughed up state and looks back up the street. She kind of just motions her head for you guys to follow. she sort of sneaks you down the road and into her apartment.
Who's Doma again?
The guard.
Captain of the guard. Yeah.
Captain of the.
I thought it was Dome.
I'm sorry, Dome. I'm sorry. I'm thinking.
I have Dome, Bob Hill
Dome.
in my.
Nope. That's a different NPC. Dome kind of takes you to her apartment, and she doesn't say anything. She brings out like kind of like a pot of boiling water, some clean bandages. Then sort of hesitates for a moment, and then sets a bottle of what looks to be like some sort of whiskey on the table, and kind of goes into the other room.
And is there a place that he can just start working?
Yeah, there's enough room, like, because like it's a somewhat spacious apartment, so it's like there's like a little kitchenette area that you guys were originally seated at. That's where all the bandages and things are, and then there's some space like kind of in the living room that you can sort of work.
Yeah, he doesn't really say much. He just starts, just like almost kind of like, just cracks his fingers, slaps on his goggles, and then you just see like what like pulls weird ass shit out of his bag, and you just start seeing like welding going on and like sparks, and like he's just in it. Like this is where he shines, and he's just doing his thing. But that's what you see. You just see him just plop down, look like he's like, fucking, it's time to get to work, and just starts working.
How's Felix doing?
Felix is just dicking around with one of the monocles, just like fidgeting with it.
After a little while, Dome kind of comes back out. Like she's dressed in her guard uniform and everything like that. It's like, I'm on the night shift. I didn't see you. Don't be here when I get back in the morning. I don't want to have to ask questions.
Sorry for bleeding on your rug.
It wasn't that expensive of a rug.
I'm sorry for that.
She starts to walk out the door and then stops by you, Theo, and just puts a hand on your shoulder. And keeps walking.
I think at this point, Theo, since they've probably been a bit, Theo's got like the box on her lap and she's just kind of clutching it. So, Finian, you have a gun.
What?
You have a gun. She's trying so desperately to not think about think about bad stuff in the brain. So she's like, let's talk about the another very interesting thing that occurred this evening. That isn't the death of a dear, dear, dear friend from her childhood. So you have a gun.
Quick pause.
What? Oh,
Yeah, I just kind of like from behind, like the sounds of just like fucking like sparks, and he's just like, yeah, kind of, yeah, I made one of those, and yeah, no one's supposed to know. Could you keep that? Yeah, don't tell anyone you saw that.
I don't think they'd believe me if I did. I would sooner. I would assume people would sooner believe in the dragon cults. We're gonna need to talk about that and why you have that and why The military doesn't.
Are we gonna talk about why you're full of tar?
No.
Then
Are we
I
gonna
think we
talk-
can let the man
you hear
have some
everything.
secrets.
You hear all the like the work just like stops, all the noise. He's just like, what? Like full of tar? Like what?
Did you miss the leaking tar thing? Because I saw that.
You want to talk about your little monocles there?
Yeah, they're monocles of true sight. You
What are
heard
you
the same spiel I did.
So if someone were to look through that, they'd realize that underneath all that you're a massive prick?
No, that's obvious. Everyone who spends time around me knows that.
Good lord.
At least I'm self-aware.
The very least.
Apparently we all have something interesting about us, that maybe we're trying to hide, or maybe we're not trying to hide it. You obviously enjoy being a massive dick, and that's okay.
Thank you.
But, what the fuck was that?
In
Which part?
general?
Like, what? Yeah. What? I know we're all kind of just pretending, it didn't happen or not wanting. What was that? What just happened?
In my opinion, it isn't too late for the three of us to fuck off and be farmers in the middle of some nowhere town and never think of this shit again. We throw that box into a fucking fire, we never speak to each other again, and then we live in just complete isolation from society until we die. And then I think we're good. Go team.
I do not have that kind of luxury.
Oh, luxury. Yes, it would be great to be a goddamn farmer until we croak.
You are the one who suggested it.
The alternative seems to be eaten by a fucking dragon, and I don't know how psyched I am about that.
With all the tough talk, you're just a fucking coward.
A coward who likes to continue being alive.
Oh.
I play songs in bars. I'm not gonna save anyone. People save me from drowning in my own puke at said bars. And that's about as far as I get.
Sounds like a pretty sad existence, if you ask me. And
Such is life.
Look, in the past, what has it been like? What?
About 72 hours.
72 hours? My life's been turned pretty upside down, and I don't know what the fuck is going on. But I want to see more. I don't fucking care. You're gonna walk away from this? Like, am I fucking terrified? Oh, I'm fucking terrified. But have you not? This is like storybooks. Have you never dreamed of something like this? Like it's fantastical and terrifying, and I still haven't wrapped my head around it. But the first thing you'll want to do is run away. I couldn't. No. Maybe it's just because I'm curious. Maybe it's because I need to know and learn. There's no way I'm running away from this. Do you know? Fucking dragons are back. Like just that. That doesn't excite you at all. What? Sorry, I'm just it's a lot. It's a lot. But no, I'm not running away from this. No, sorry.
What about you, Narwhal?
The narwhal song. I wanted to sing it in response,
No.
but I can't remember the narwhal song. I have something I need to do. I was born for this. And I can't run away from it. Even if I wanted to.
Well, I guess I need something from before the goddamn world breaker. And if anyone's going to know what the fuck that is, it would be something that was alive that long ago. So maybe a fucking dragon is the answer.
He's supposed
I'm
to be
not happy about it.
He's supposed to be incredibly wise. My mother told me he had all the answers.
Hopefully clearer than the fucking everyman.
That dude is cryptic as fuck.
Yeah, I don't know how many more riddles I can handle.
Well, it doesn't seem like he's going to stop telling them. So, probably buckle up on that. And she pulls out the card, the calling card thing.
I guess we're choosing which of our 3 job opportunities we need to take then.
What were those again? You said you took notes?
Yes. The High Lord of the Mercian army down in Linian Fortress, where creatures popping up where they shouldn't. The Company of Dala having issues near their ritual spot. They might have some secrets that they could let us in on that could be useful, and then the Mages of Covenheim are getting a little loosey-goosey with the rules.
I never went to college, so I wouldn't know.
It's an experience.
I'll say as you all muse future opportunities and what you guys are going to do next. You bandage yourself, you repair what you can, you will get a long rest and be able to depart before before Dome returns. And that is where we will end our episode for today. Thank you all so much for joining us for another episode of Dances with Dice. Please follow us on all of our social media channels at Dances with Dice. And when you use the hashtag DWDcast or DWDart, we will use you as a named NPC in the show. Thank you all for joining us, and join us every single Tuesday for new episodes of Dances with Dice.